Hi everyone, my name is Jordan Heimerman, and I am presenting my epidemiology project on unhealthy drinking habits in college student populations. Overall, the question I asked myself for this project was how can unhealthy drinking habits in the college student population be identified, and how can these habits be prevented early or treated if they are already happening? The methodology for this project is a systematic review of literature. Within a systematic review and within this study, the researcher formulates a review question, searches for studies using databases and information sources, selects studies and extracts data, assesses for risk of bias, analyzes data, presents results, interprets results, and draws conclusions. With the first graph shown at the bottom on who binge drinks, the primary age range for this unhealthy type of drinking are young adults aged 18 to 34, which is the age range that college students tend to fall into. The literature does agree with the idea that college students are more at risk. 52.5% of college students aged 18 to 22 drank alcohol in the past month, compared with 44% of those of the same age. With binge drinking, it is 33% of students compared to 27.7% of the population, and with heavy alcohol use, it is 8.2% of students compared to 6.4% of the population. Risk factors that may be the cause of this include unstructured time, the widespread availability of alcohol, inconsistent enforcement of underage drinking laws, and limited interactions with parents and adults. This is very relevant to nursing, as misuse of alcohol can have very negative consequences. The data in the next image at the top of the page, titled Consequences of Drinking by College Students, gives some very important information. The National Institute on Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism indicates that drinking by college students aged 18 to 24 contributes to an estimated 1,519 student deaths each year. In addition, there are an estimated 696,000 assaults by students who had been drinking, and 97,000 cases of sexual assault or date rape each year. The question then becomes, what solutions are there to tackle this public health issue? Primary prevention with education is definitely the most important. Parents can help by discussing the legal and school penalties for underage drinking. They can reach out and keep communication open while staying alert for possible problems, and they can remind their children to reach out for help if needed. Parents can also learn about the school's alcohol prevention policies and make sure their children know the signs of alcohol overdose and what to do if this happens. The website collegedrinkingprevention.gov offers resources for parents to educate themselves and their children. They even offer links to campus alcohol policies of colleges all over the United States. For example, Fort Hays State University's alcohol policy does not allow student organizations to use organizational funds to purchase alcohol, does not allow alcohol to be sold, served, or consumed on FHSU property without approval of the president. However, it does allow canned 3.2% beer to be possessed and consumed by students living in the resident halls if they are of legal age. Secondary prevention would be treating this issue as it happens, so potentially going to the emergency room for alcohol poisoning and possibly having their stomach pumped, IV fluid drips, a catheter to help drain urine, or even a tube inserted into the throat to help with breathing if necessary. Tertiary prevention strategies, when an unhealthy habit has formed, would be brief or extended interventions, shown in the third graphic over on the far right, which includes screening, feedback, and possible counseling. Those who received these interventions after 1 year reported drinking less alcohol, or 4 drinks less per week, than the control group, so they do show improvement. Overall, the literature does show that unhealthy drinking in the college population is a very important issue. However, there are solutions to the problem that can be implemented. Ideas for future research could include how the COVID-19 pandemic has affected college students and their drinking habits. With classes being primarily online, students have even more time at home to drink and do other unhealthy activities. Vaping has also been a new issue among college students. Smoking and drinking often happen together, so researching the effects of this new problem may be worth looking into. Thank you for your time.